my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back,
run it back.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into... Touchdown, Detroit. Max Borghi, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd down and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Cousins on first down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Cousins to throw it. That pass taken in by Addison. Touchdown! Jordan Addison. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's gone. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Goff. This is caught by Williams. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Montgomery, and now he's going to give it up on the reverse. And this is not going to work as planned. It'll be blown up behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosas' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Cousins now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the red zone now, Cousins. On the slant, he's got Davis. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Roses now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Now a signal in the timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Gabriel Davis
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Cousins. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, Cousins. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. the gun. It's a give to Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Goff's throw into the hands here of Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now it's gone. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Montgomery back to the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Cousins' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Cousins now to throw on first down. And, oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down right away, but not before he crosses the 50 and gets to the 49. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Goff going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Laporta. It's so close. He gets it to the wall. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 10, just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Cousins. And that's complete to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes second down at 5. Cousins to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Here's second down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Detroit, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And
back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry tell me the front lines. In the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line out. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts.